Everybody, what's going on? It's James here. In this video, I just want to walk through some things that are happening and some changes that are going to be taking place. So, as most of you know, this has been a hobby for me for the last several years. I've decided this year to change that. It's time to either, as my dad used to say, shit or get off the pot. And so I'm going to turn this into an actual business this year. It's either going to be a business or it's going to be something that I stop doing because it's taking up time. That just doesn't really make sense anymore. So the good news is some people are going to hear that and be like, oh, God, not a business. No, the good news is that means I'll be more consistent because as a hobby, I have no, there's no expectations. There's no demand on me because it's a hobby. I can simply say, hey, it's a hobby. I don't care to do that today. With a business, it's important to be consistent. And so I'm going to be consistent and we'll see how that goes. But something that keeps happening to people is people are joining these free groups I have. I had a free Discord channel for a while. I had a free Facebook group for the last 6 or 7 years. People join those groups and then they create profiles impersonating me and they send direct messages to people pretending to be me and they scam them. They take money from them. And I'm sure this has happened more than I know about, but I know just from people contacting me over the last 90 days, over $10,000 has been stolen from members of my groups, from people impersonating me. And I hate that with a passion. So there's not a lot I can do about it. I am constantly putting out reminders to double check you're really talking to me. I've never sold something by DMing people or anything like that. Some people send these DMs, obviously I tell people, hey, don't reply to them. Or if you are going to reply to them, make sure it's actually me. Maybe one day I'll send a DM. I don't know. But they do stuff that's pretty tricky. So just as an example, this is somebody got scammed last night, one of my long-term members. Somebody had set up this profile. It looks just like my profile. It looks just like my username until you actually zoom in. Right here, if you look, there's a tiny period in front of my name, which, unless somebody's paying super close attention, it looks like me. Down here, somehow they've got this to say admin. I don't know how they do that, but they're not an admin of anything. But unfortunately, that worked, and they were able to scam somebody out of money, which I freaking hate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably move away from these public type of groups over the next, several months because they expose people to risk. People can join the group. They know everybody is there. They can start sending the messages. So I'm going to move back to a good tried and true system, which is an email list. Okay. Now I'm not going to use an email list to spam. I've only promoted one affiliate offer that I can think of, maybe 2 affiliate offers in the last 6 or 7 years. One of them was TradingView. And one of them was somebody's program that I thought was a friend of mine in 2017. Turned out they were a scammer. Scammed me as well. Never paid me my commissions or anything. So I don't promote much affiliate stuff. I'm not going to be spamming you every day with go join this, go join this, go join this. But it will allow me to send out, hey, here's a new video I did. Here's how to check that video out. Here's a chart that I'm looking at. Here's, my thoughts on this chart. So on and so forth. So basically, similar to what I'm doing now with the groups, I'll just be delivering it via email. So I'm going to put a link around this video somewhere. If you're watching it on Facebook, there'll be a link on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll probably be down in the description. And it will send you to a page that looks pretty ugly because I didn't spend much time on it. It's just like this, right? So put in your name and an email address and hit sign up. What that's going to do is it's going to opt you into my email list, but you need to go confirm. You won't actually get messages from me. My list came out unless you confirm. And so a lot of times those confirmation messages, they're like, click here to say you signed up or whatever. But a lot of times they land in the spam box. So make sure you check your spam box and confirm. Otherwise, you'll think you're subscribed, but you actually will not be subscribed. All right. So again, I've avoided building an email list because it was a hobby, and building an email list to me felt like I was making it a business because that's what my background was email marketing. So I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to turn it into a business, but now I do. And B, I'm sick of watching people get scammed, especially because even though it's not me doing it, I hate the fact that people are using my name to do it. My name is that's my most valuable asset, right? I've been doing business online in one form or another since 2003. That's when I first set up my first ever online business. It failed, but it was January 2003. And I've always operated with the utmost integrity, and I've always operated, with a simple rule of thumb. If I can't proudly tell my family what I'm doing for a living, I shouldn't be doing it. And so I hate the idea that people are, leveraging a reputation that took me over 20 years to build in order to scam people out of money. So do me a favor. If you want to hear from me, join the email list. Like I said, I will not be spamming you with a bunch of affiliate offers or, any of that crap. And also, obviously, it's an email list. So at any point in time, there'll be a unsubscribe link in every email. I'm using Aweber, which is a reputable company. And you can always click that link at the bottom of the email and say, hey, I don't hear from you anymore, James. And no harm, no foul. All right. Any questions, let me know. And any suggestions, let me know. If you have certain kinds of content you want to, learn about, let me know. I'm happy to hear that. Like I said, I'll be doing more at this year, probably. Either that, or I'm going to be going hard at it and really building something exciting. Or if I'm just not getting the engagement, I'm not getting the feedback, I'll probably say, you know what? This has ran its course. It was a fun 6 or 7 years. Time to go focus my energy somewhere else. All right. So that's where we're at. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I shot a video yesterday. Said it was Saturday morning. It was Friday morning. Today is Saturday. My daughter was out of school. They had like a 5-day vacation from school. So that threw me off track completely. I was thinking it was Saturday, but there it is, right? I have a birthday coming up. That's one of my things. I'm having a birthday. It's not a big milestone birthday or anything, but getting ready to hit 42 years old, and then just decided, you know what? It's time to, again, shed or get up the pot. So that's how it's going to be. Hope you guys join the list. If not, it's been fun. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you've gotten a lot of value and enjoyment out of following me these last 6 or 7 years. And I look forward to the future together for those of you that decide to stay with me.